Greetings, decent guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Cacao Kingdom. I want you to know, just for a split second before this video starts, I think a bird flew at my window. Okay, I'm not even joking. All I heard was just like a thunk, and like it just disappeared. I'm pretty sure it was just a bird, because I don't know what the pleb was up with that. But anyway, welcome back to Cacao Kingdom, and in this video we're going to be going back into the Cookie Odyssey because we're actually very close to getting that done. I just want to clear because of a couple of these. Like, look at that, minus 12%. Should I just focus on, oh, the requires 2, though. Yikes. Let's just see what we can do over here, because I think some gnomes are doing some stuff. There's that. Again, fantastic. Apparently, one more gnome was working on something, but I don't know what it is. Oh, it's down there. Okay. I just want to clear up my stuff first before we actually get into the video, because I just woke up and I need to upload this for today, because yesterday was quite exhausting. But whatever the case is, get that loot. Sweet. Pretty good. Alright. So, with that being said, let's go over here. Where is it? Nice new special episodes thing, by the way. It actually looks nice because it groups them all up into one thing. Alright. Here we go. Oh, whew. No, this is the wrong... What? I thought I opened the other thing. What? I'm getting mistaken over here. I'm being an idiot. I'm sorry. Anyway. This, for some reason, just wasn't selected. Okay. Anyway, with that being said, we're going to be trying to read comments from the video. Where's that flipping thunk again? What the heck? We're going to be trying to read comments from the video. Mercurial Night Cookie quote story and upgrading. And if you want to leave your questions and comments down in the comment section below for me to read on these videos, then feel free to do so. It could be a random question, a random comment, a random fact, something about me, something about the game, something entirely different. It doesn't even matter, because as long as we're having a fun time at the end of the day, and we appreciate being around each other from community to creator and creator to community, then that's what matters the most. I feel like it's either going to take 2 or 3 more episodes to actually have us get fully finished with this flipping Cookie Odyssey stuff. So before we start, we're just going to read 2 comments, both look by I need a Cacao, which I'm pretty sure I absolutely butchered that, but one comment saying, did you see is losing to something... Wait, did you see is losing? It's something going to mercury metal to liquid. What? What? I know mercury metal goes into liquid, but what does that mean? I mean, your other comment says, in the last video you missed my comment, so I'll say it again. After the pain and suffering, I got White Lily's Mystic costume, and I have a base costume so I can equip it. How the pleb did you get that costume? I don't know how much pain and suffering that you went through, but I'm actually impressed. Like, well, I hope you enjoyed the costume, which a lot of people tend to not like for obvious reasons, but yeah, whatever. Anyway, let's do this. Gross, that's it.
Barkeep, a glass of juice.
The usual?
Yes. You know what? No. Make it extra strong. The stronger, the better.
Right away. 1 glass of berry juice, extra strong and sweet.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like the same voice actor for Ginger Brave.
Thanks.
Now, can you finish that story from before? The one where you fought a dragon?
Right. The story. I'm sorry, friend. I'm not in my best mood today.
Oh, what's wrong? Is something bothering you? Maybe I can help.
Yes, well... There were cookies whom I considered my old friends. But now... I don't even know what to think. We used to do everything together. We were always honest with each other. I feel like such an old fool. Hardships? There were none we couldn't overcome. And at the end of the day, we laughed, we drank, we feasted. How did we let this happen?
You know, life was hard back at the village. We didn't have enough jellies, we were always sick, and waffle bots were always lurking around. But we never gave up, because we had each other. With friends by my side, I could endure anything, no matter how hard it was. The restored Vanilla Kingdom may have a long way ahead, but we're helping each other out and building our home together, little by little. If you ask me, this is the best place on Earth, Bread.
How's everyone doing? I'll do all the dishes today. Yeah. I'll start with this plate, all right?
Okay, is it just me, or I feel like that's a sitcom moment. Black Raisin just walked in, and I would expect like the cheer sitcom sound effect to just start playing after specifically saying like, "How is everyone going?"
Black Raisin Cookie, be careful! Don't smash anything this time.
He's right. Black Raisin Cookie's eagerness sometimes does more harm than help. Hey, don't worry. I'm not going to smash anything this time. Just trust me, okay?
And I'm gonna go fluff the pillows. With so many guests, they get dusty too fast.
Then I will wipe the floor. I'm gonna make it shine like glass. You'll see.
Just don't make it so shiny, because that means we're all gonna slip.
So, what do you think? Pretty neat, yeah?
Those cookies. Help each other out with even the smallest of tasks. We too used to think in unison and look toward the future together. When did we lose our unity? When in doubt or in trouble, we used to share our deepest hopes and fears. After all, that's what friends are for. That's right. We must talk. I need to go and find Dark Cacao Cookie.
So I'm assuming it's gonna go over to the tent. Yeah, I knew it. It's gonna go over to the tent. Honestly, that one plumbing character who just told the entire tale of just like, oh, well, we're friends at the end of the day and we help each other with small things. Kind of still important, to be honest. Like, that's actually pretty sweet. Especially with a small character like that. You wouldn't expect that to happen, but it's actually pretty powerful. Anyway, with that being said, let's go through a few comments. Like, for example, Prince Leo the left a rather long one, which says, common question, he's cool. I mean, I have nothing else to say other than that, except for the fact that he wasn't included in much of the story. Beasties, I just wish there was more background to it. Yeah, that's understandable. Like, honestly, I wish there was a little bit more character and background to Mercurial Knight, because all we just know is that they're the general for, like, the fairy cookies. That's all we know. And Silverbell is just one of those. So, I don't know, what else can we really strive from that? Also, Shafira Raganasikov left a comment saying, hey, HyperHimes, if you could have wings on you as a cookie, what would you like the wings to look like? I don't know. Maybe something similar to golden cheeses. I just think that'd be pretty neat. As long as they still mechanically function, then fine, why not? Also, Undercover Elixir left a comment saying, my ADHD brain joke still cannot handle the power organization because the rarity one is so much nice and easier. Yeah, you know, I gotta make sense. I'll be honest, the rarity system is a lot more organized than the power system, because honestly, you just look at the colors, just the names, and you're just like, oh, I could use it. But then it's like, 1,000, middle, ambush, all that stuff. Which one is the best? It gets kind of complex if you're a simple player, but like, if you could take in a lot of the stuff and you're like a high professional, like PvPer, then you could probably manage. But also, the last one I'll read before I enter the cutscene comes from Princess Blue, saying, Mercurial Knight's design and voice reminds me of Crunchy Chip. Kinda, but Crunchy Chip is a lot more, how do I say this? Bombastic. Let's just go with that. Anyway, speaking of Crunchy Chip.
Dark Cacao Cookie, are you here? What is going on here? The soldiers are packing for departure.
Hmm? Why are you here?
Oh, I actually called him out. That's sweet.
Tell me what's going on here.
His Majesty ordered us to start packing. We're riding back to the Dark Cacao Kingdom.
What? Show me where he is.
His Majesty is in his tent.
Alright, that was a good cutscene. We're not gonna read comments after that, because that was like 10 seconds. Let's actually meet with the guy.
Dark Cacao Cookie, what are you doing?
We are going back. The kingdom is in Caramel Arrow Cookie's good hands. But even so, I cannot afford to leave the throne vacant for so long.
Okay, that's actually pretty cool. You're just like, hey, watch over the kingdom for me. And she's just like, okay.
I do not wish to waste any more time with this laughable mockery of a debate.
Wait, the three of us must talk, don't you think? Besides, we haven't decided what to do yet.
Time is of the essence, now more than ever. Our forces must reach the continent of Beast Yeast before it is too late.
I like how it's just like, you know, we need to try and get the Beast Yeast. And right now, this is all laughable, so we're just gonna go back to square one. Just go back to our kingdom, do things the way we do.
This is why I must return to the Dark Cacao Kingdom and begin preparing the troops at once.
Stop! Don't storm off like that. We still have some time. Think how hard it was for us three to reunite.
Do not hold me back. My soldiers are ready to depart this instant.
Don't you remember? We used to share all our troubles and burdens and find solutions together. Have you forgotten our friendship? Our bond that used to be so strong, time or distance could never break it.
Dark Cacao Cookie, Hollyberry Cookie. There you are.
He didn't even have his hat ready.
Pure vanilla cookie?
I am sorry I'm late. I came because I wanted to explain everything. Will you talk with me?
Is he gonna go back to... No, we're just going to the garden. Alright, well, that's a little bit unique. I didn't even expect Pure just to wake up suddenly like that without his hat on. Whatever, you live and learn. Anyway, with that being said, we should probably read a comment right now. And by that, I mean a comment question of the day. So if you want to respond to it in the comment section, then why the pleb not? Honestly, I'm trying to think of... I barely wait. I didn't think of anything today because this was kind of rushed. Not the video, but like me having to record this. I guess that is the video. What the flip am I saying? For comment question of the day, imagine if we just did one when we didn't. No, I gotta answer one. You know what? Should we just do something simplistic? I think we should. Let's do something. What? I'm actually drawing a blank. I'm so sorry. I'm drawing a blank. I'm a failure. What have I done here? Alright, you know what? Let's be honest. I guess... we'll just go for something simplistic. What is your favorite ancient cookie? And I know I probably asked that before in the past, but considering that White Lily cookie did get released recently, and there's a little bit more backstory going on with her, I feel like this is actually now kind of like one of the best times that I can kind of ask that, because like I mentioned, now there's more story to her. Now you can actually do a lot more comparing and contrasting with like all their kingdoms, cookies who they're related with, or like cookies who are associated with them, like how each cookie usually tends to have like a right-hand cookie or something. It kind of makes sense. So, like for example, for all the ancients, it would be as far as I get ginger brave or black raisin for pure vanilla, wild berry for hollyberry, crunchy chip for dark cacao, with also caramel however, but I think crunchy chip makes more sense in comparison to wild berry, burnt cheese for golden cheese, and also mercurial night for white lily. I don't know. Actually, that would be another common question I could ask, but like, well, that's too late now. Whatever the pleb is, be sure to tell me down in the comments below, because I'm an idiot for not even being able to think. I gotta start thinking of them right before the video starts so I don't draw a blank and become an idiot. Whatever. There's actually a few comments from Smart and Spiral. One saying, oh my, it's him. Is he the true leader? Well, technically, White Lily's the leader, but he's just the general. Another comment you decided is, oh gosh, he is so OP, I used him in BC's World Exploration. I guess he's actually more OP if you use him with silver bows from what I know. And the last thing you said is, one thing I mentioned, see the info in BC's episode 2, every level has a paper storm. It seems like they added Elder Fairy cookie in the paper storm info, which means he's going to be playable next update. I do not think so. I definitely do not think so. We already saw what happened with Elder Fairy, and all of his spirit, well, if you haven't seen the video yet, you should probably see it. But like, all of his spirit has entered inside of White Lily. So, I think the chances of him playable are being slim to none, unless if there's some mystical thing that happens, just like how White Lily managed to be playable in separating with Dark Enchantress. I have no idea, but whatever the pleb. I thought this was a gacha background.
I owe you an apology. Please, forgive me for not telling you the truth about what happened to White Lily Cookie. I couldn't find the right words. And it was too important to write in a letter.
I was so angry at you back at the council. But it must have been tough for you. Besides, it was you who sacrificed himself to stop Dark Enchantress Cookie and end the war. I can't even begin to imagine how hard it was for you to find out the truth. But know this. From now on, I will always stand by your side. No matter what happens, I shall protect you.
I will never hold back anything from you anymore. I promise. One thing is certain. We must stop Dark Enchantress Cookie. As the old friends of the cookie she once used to be. Yet we are not the only ones who can stop her. Countless cookies from all across the land have suffered because of her evil. They wish to rise and fight against the evil that is threatening their families and friends. If we could share our strength with them, if this strength could prevent their sacrifices, wouldn't that be enough? Think of all those Vanillians who had to flee from the war. Think of all the Hollybarians who witnessed their beloved palace crumbling down. Think of all the many names inscribed onto the altar of the fallen. All those precious lives that could have been saved, that could be saved.
Well, you might not like what I'm going to say, but I think we, too, are responsible for Dark Enchantress Cookie's return. Remember how everything was in shambles when the Dark Flower War ended? Remember how we went on separate paths? We didn't do anything to prevent her return. We are responsible, and very much so.
But to give our soul jam away... You know too well how dangerous it might be, do you not? We all fought in a war started because of it. How can we simply give it away when the waters of the Licorice Sea have never been as restless?
The warriors of Dark Cacao don't have to fight with their swords only. We will only see more sacrifices if we keep this path. None of the kingdoms can put an end to the shadow hanging over us alone. We need a new perspective, my friend.
But... how can this clotted cream cookie be trusted? How can we be sure that our soul jam is safe in his hands?
ID check.
Times have changed. We have changed. There are good and just cookies in all corners of the world. Cookies who took me in when I was in my darkest place. Cookies who help me remember who I am. Cookies who protect their dearest no matter the cost. Cookies who are fighting evil as we speak.
Look at that whole line of cookies who.
I believe in them. I believe in good. Tyranny will never prevail in this world. And there are those who have all that is needed to become heroes, just like us.
I understand, but this isn't something that can be decided so easily. I must think it over once again.
Will you join the council tomorrow? Let us all think it over and reach the final decision tomorrow. And no matter what happens, let us respect each other's decision.
Well said. Dark Cacao Cookie, are you with us?
Very well.
Good. Then tomorrow is the day. Talking with you, my friends, reminded me of the days when we traveled the world in search of adventure together. Remember how we used to talk sitting by the campfire? Those were the days, eh?
You can actually notice, this is a cutscene from the past, obviously. If their hair wasn't easy enough to judge it, you can actually see that the hairlines between, I think that's golden cheese cookie in the bottom right, and white lily in the bottom left because of the flower. That is an interesting haircut for, well then again, don't we usually see golden cheese with, like, a helm? Like, usually to hold the soul jam in? I could be forgetting on that, which is kind of stupid considering she's one of my favorite ancients. Why am I not doing more research on this? Oh, and that's that. All stories, events, and complete for day 4. You can reset the story for the beginning of the selected day if there's any events that you missed. I don't think there's anything that we missed. I think we can give it a quick check, which, by the way, that cutscene alone was a lot, to be honest. But whatever the case is, we are so close to ending this. But I'm just going to do a quick check. I don't think there's any quest that we need to do. This is just reclaim Kingdom's End. We've done that. That's pretty neat. That's just something for our own kingdom, though. And there's also play the arena 3 times. I think those are just a daily quest. This thing, which I keep forgetting to do. And also upgrade the Cookie Castle level 13. Okay. Well, yeah, all this is clear. And so, I guess we can move on to the next day. But before I do that, I will read the last set of comments and probably do like one more cutscene. And yeah, so for example, there's Guava Marshmallow saying mercury is a type of metal if it is the only metal that is liquid at room temperature. Really? I must be thinking of like gallium or something then. There's a few comments from Mona Wolf Deer. One saying, common question, is Crunchy Chip X Wind Archer fan child? What? 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 What are you on about? Okay, your other comment says, and back from my trip to Vienna, it was fun. I tried a milkshake for the first time. It was delicious, but my roommate was like, why won't you buy something for your family? Like, even if they don't want you, you should. Like, no, my parents should not buy them for anything, so yeah, I didn't. They also, there was a lot of museums there. Oh, yeah, I just want to live there. Like, well, honestly, I don't think you should stress over, like, if it's a vacation there, just buy things that'll, like, make it rememberable. That's what I'm trying to say. And, like, when family stuff happens, then family stuff happens. But right now, just enjoy the time that you have. Also, Ari and Funhouse left a comment saying, common question, Mercurial Light Cookie is so cool and handsome. Even his English voice is pretty cool. Well, at least you actually said it in, like, a non-simp way of saying how much he's, nice. That's sweet. And your other, another comment from Sonic Gamer says, after finding out that Mercurial Light Cookie is actually made of mercury, I started thinking, yeah, it doesn't sound very appetizing. In fact, that would make him poisonous. And to be real, would you really eat mercury? That doesn't make sense. Who would want to eat mercury? I don't think that's a part of a balanced breakfast. There's only like a few more I'll just read the last comments now. They both come from an idiot. One saying, common question, how about I feel about him? Horny Joe, horny Joe, horny Joe, horny Joe. Your other comment says, today I broke up with a friend of mine because he will not use a they, them on a single person. I use he, they, and today he sent me a transphobic meme, so block it. Dude, just get rid of that. I almost cussed right there. That's how angry I got. If they're just gonna act like that to you, then don't even give them the light of the day to do anything. Just plumb and enjoy your life. You'll find someone better. You'll find someone new, and you'll have a great time with the person that you'll actually enjoy. I'm sorry if going.
The sun is up.
I'm sorry if I ranted like that.
Time to wake up. We have an important day ahead. Today I must dress well. Robes perfectly clean and neat. Why don't I tidy up my chambers? It should help clear the mind. Lastly, don't forget the staff. Oh, what a dummy. I almost forgot to feed the birds. Perhaps I should take a stroll before the council. Yes, everything will be decided today.
Well, that was short. And there's now a whole plethora of things that happen, which I guess we could probably save that for the next video, let's be honest. I think it all meets back up to the Solarium of Unity? Or maybe like Crow's Nest, because which one's going to take the most? Oh, definitely Crow's Nest, because that's 24. Every one of these is just 11, 13, 13, 13, 4, 3, or I mean 13, 16, and 13. Dark Cacao must take a lot of convincing if it takes 16. And White Lily is probably just going to be like, oh, there's nothing there. Just some birds. But I think this is where we can end the video because, well, I'm excited. Anyway, with that being said, if you enjoyed the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share the video with your friends if you enjoy my Kick Around content, and if you enjoy my content in general, then why not subscribe, and also hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future. Also, down below in the description, you'll see links to all my social media, including a Twitter post where if it gets 10,000 likes, I can get the Kick Around YouTube stuff for absolutely free, a link to my Discord server called the Hypenese Hub, a link to my merchandise where you can buy stuff to represent the channel, and lastly, a link to my Ko-fi where for just $1 a month, you can see exclusive content that you wouldn't normally receive on my normal YouTube channel. But above all else, I will see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese.